Once you see it, you can't unsee it. That's the key concept you need to employ to grow the people around you. Welcome to A Life Engineered, where we take an engineering approach to your software engineering career. And I give you all of the career secrets that I've learned over the years for free. My name is Steve Huynh, aka the man formerly known as Meta, or if you're my wife, Steve. As you get more and more senior in your career, you will be expected to grow the people around you. What does that even mean, grow people? Can't they just watch some YouTube videos on whatever they need to learn? The answer is no. If it were that easy, it wouldn't be an expectation for people at high levels. The reason it's an expectation is that the replication of skills to those that you interact with is a clear indication you are becoming a force multiplier and aren't simply scaling yourself by doing more work. The problem is that there's a good reason others don't have skills at your level, and it's not because they're incapable of doing it. On the contrary, people in engineering and tech tend to be fast learners. What I found is that they are usually just missing the recognition of a key concept at the critical moment. But once you train them a bit, they can see it, and once you see it, you can't unsee it. The awesome part about growing others is that it's a win-win-win situation. The person that learns from you gets a new skill, a new way of looking at the world, so they level up. You get just as much credit for their work by up-leveling them, and there's no better evidence for promotion than demonstrating that you are growing others. The best part, though, in my opinion, is the feeling that you've helped somebody grow. That makes me feel really good, and a big part of the reason why I started this YouTube channel. It can be a technical skill, like writing code that's easily testable, or it can be a soft skill, like knowing how to push back on an unreasonable request, or how to give critical feedback in a way that doesn't hurt others' feelings. Really, it can be anything. Story time. When I was in college, I was walking around campus with a good friend of mine, and he had a crinkled brown paper bag. I asked him what was in the bag, and he said mushrooms. They pop up everywhere in the Pacific Northwest, apparently. I was a bit incredulous that they even existed at all, much less on campus. When we walked by a 4-foot by 6-foot patch of ground, he challenged me to find some. I did a brute force linear scan and declared, "There aren't any here." He said, "Oh yeah?" and swooped down and deftly harvested 2 of them, cutting their stalks quickly with a pocket knife and placing them into the bag. He then said to me, "Yeah, you're right, there aren't any here." I thought I was pretty good at things like Where's Waldo, but since I didn't know what I was looking for, I missed them. I tell you this story not to talk about the fungi of the Pacific Northwest, but to make a point about how to grow others. After this lesson, I couldn't stop seeing them on campus. They were everywhere, until the season ended. Every walk around campus, I couldn't unsee them. It was crazy. So here are my meta steps for growing others, assuming they have asked you for your help, of course. Step 1. Cultivate awareness of the moment. Get people to see the thing they need to be aware of by pointing out the moment they missed. It could be during a PR, an important meeting, an email exchange, or some signs they missed that should have triggered a follow-up. Without awareness of the situation, no amount of knowledge is going to help. Step 2. Ask the person to note when they observe this moment for others and how others respond to it. This step is about getting the person to see that others have this awareness too, and that it's truly all around them. That this critical awareness is not just something that you made up. What they should find is that the situation is all around them. Many years ago, a different friend got a motorcycle, and I noticed he waved to another motorcyclist as he pulled up. I asked him about it, and he told me that motorcyclists, at least in the US, wave at each other when they pass by. What? That was happening around me this whole time, and I was completely oblivious. Of course, I can't unsee it now when the weather is nice and people are riding their bikes around. 3. As you work with them, debrief with the person to talk about their observations and potentially what they would say if they were in another person's shoes. Have you ever thought to yourself, man, that would have been the perfect comeback, only well after the fact? This is where you talk about all the ways they could have responded in each of the scenarios, so they know what good looks like. 4. The last and final step is super important and much overlooked, but you need to go away for a while and let them do their own thing. Once you've taught them what to look for and how you think about responding, let them be. If they need more help, they'll come back to you. But more than likely, what you'll find is that they'll schedule some time with you to report back that they've conquered the skill you've taught them. But if not, repeat the steps above until they get it. The best part about growing others is that once you do it enough, you start to seek different perspectives on how to grow yourself. How is it that this person's code is always so flawless? How is it that she always says the right thing during meetings with partners? How is it that he has time to make YouTube videos and have a full-time job? To acquire new skills, focus a bit less on new knowledge. What you really need is new eyes. And now, since my experiences in college, I can't unsee the color of the energy people put off. Thanks for watching. You can find my latest video here, If you'd like to ask me a question, leave it in the comment section below, and I'll answer it during my office hours videos. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and we'll see you next time.